Hey everyone, this is Divyansh, and I hope that you have not forgotten me. I was on 10-day internet and social media detox thing, and as someone who has been creating content for the past 5 years, I always had this thing in the back of my head to take a couple of days off and just chill, but I did not get that time. Some stuff was happening in my personal life. I had a lot of work and a lot of like personal projects, side projects going on, and at one point I just felt exhausted with everything, kind of feel burnt out, and so I decided to go on this 10-day social media hiatus kind of a thing, primarily for the apps that I use a lot, which is Quora, Instagram, PUBG even. So a couple of apps, and it has helped me a lot. So just quickly, I'm going to share a couple of things that I've learned in this period, which can help you guys if you like. Um, the first thing I could focus on was the kind of content that I want to create. Okay, I have been creating content on Quora for the past 5 years. I have recently started YouTube. I have been on Insta for like share my personal stuff from my life. So primarily, I have whatever I have today because of the fiction that I have written, because of the connection with my stories that people could find, and just during this period, I was reading a lot of my Quora answers and the recent ones, the old ones, um, and some answers surprised me because you have written some stuff probably 2 years ago and you have forgotten about it. It did not get much upvotes back then. It did not get much views, so it kind of gets off your mind, and somehow you just end up landing on them. And I just read a couple of stuff which I had written, and I was just so amazed at myself. I was just so happy with the things that I was writing, even though it wasn't getting much views or traction. And I started reflecting, and somewhere along the way, you start chasing views. You don't want to lose that momentum which you have built. People are looking up to you for certain kind of stories that you are supposed to write, or certain kind of answers that you have to write. And along the way, I somewhere felt that I missed out so much. The kind of answers that I used to write that I loved, and just somehow I have stopped writing them. And the first thing which I introspected a lot in this 10-day period was the content that I'm creating. So from this point on, I'm going to be changing gears on the kind of content I'll put out on Quora. I'm going to change gears on the kind of content I'm going to put out on YouTube and Instagram. The YouTube venture with Honest Rants, it's really exciting for me. At the same time, it's an experiment, so I don't know where they'll go. So I experiment a lot. I'll put out some Hindi videos too. I'll put out some other crazy videos too. So let's see. That's that on the content front. The second thing I realized is that I am not the center of the universe. You think you are going to switch off Quora for 10 days and people will wonder. They don't. Um, I received lots of messages from people, and I'm really glad about that. But at the same time, you realize that that is not the end. I think I was clocking 1.4 million views a month back when I stopped writing on Quora, and today I'm like at 700,000 something views a month. So for the initial days, when there was this drastic drop, 1.4 million to 1.2 million a month to 1 million a month, and you just don't want to lose on that. You don't want to dip below 1 million count. And 2, 3, 4 days into it, and I was like, I've made my peace with it. I'm satisfied with whatever is happening, and I'm just going to relax in these 10 days, not worry about the stats or anything else. So I realize I'm not the center of the universe. And with social media, when you hit the views, when you hit the following, it gets in your head, even though influencers say that it doesn't, it does. And it was quite a good rain check. Also made me realize what I want to write more, and what kind of answers I will put out more on Quora. I think you're gonna sense a drastic change in the kind of answers I'll be answering from this point on. Also realize that dwindling stats is cool. Okay, it's not the end of the world. I've been at 3-4 million views a month. I've been at 20,000 views a month, and it's cool. It doesn't matter. What matters is the quality of content, the quality of stories. I also recently hit the 500,000 view mark for my very first fictional story, and I was just so happy. I literally read 500, 600 comments on that answer, and I'm just blown away. And that is something that I want to pursue. If everything else is taken from me, that will be the thing that I will chase. Those comments which people make on my fiction, I just want to chase that. That'll be my goal. That is what I'll be chasing from this point on. Also realized some genuine people, some genuine friends, some genuine followers that I've made in these past 3-4 years, and these guys texted me on Instagram, on Quora, and just asking, is everything all right? Why are you not writing? Why are you not posting your pictures or your videos? And it's heartwarming. Some of my really, really old followers, when I started my Instagram account, had like 100 or 200 followers. And these guys have been following me since then. And I see their upvotes, I see their likes every single day, I see their comments. But you're never really... And then you receive such messages, such wonderful messages, and they're actually worried if everything is all right. And to those guys and people like them who have been following my content on Insta or Quora or YouTube or anywhere else, you are the best people in the world. You are the most awesome people in the world, and I am nothing without you guys. Also, I have reflected a lot in the past 10 days about where I am and where I want to go. And I have reprioritized a lot of stuff. I especially want to devote more time to writing fiction on Quora. It takes a lot of time because I'm in a job where I'm writing stories every single day. Then I'm working on my personal projects and side projects where I'm writing stories every single hour. And then you have to write fiction on Quora also. So it gets heavy, but I'm going to create certain slots and certain time intervals where I'm going to keep writing on Quora and keep those stories coming in. I have also, with the YouTube thing, I don't know where this will go, but I have a lot of ideas in my head about the kind of videos I'm going to make, and I just can't wait to jump back into that. One more thing I've realized, social media is not bad. I always thought I'm a creative guy. These 10 days when I was away from social media, I suddenly felt that creativity was actually going down, because when you're reading something on Quora or internet, anywhere, some ideas, they just click, they strike your mind, My brother was watching a video about a conspiracy theory yesterday, and he told me about it, and he just said a couple of lines, and suddenly one idea clicked, and I literally have such a good novel idea in my head right now. I'm not sure I'm going to pursue it right now with the other novel going on, but internet is a crazy place, and if you can find the right things at the right place, it can take you places. And wow, I've been saying place a lot. Anyway, it's 9 minutes already. I thought this is going to be 2-3 minute video. The last thing which I learned in these 10 days is that it is okay to chill. It is okay to not worry about followers. It is okay to not worry about stats. It is okay to not worry about what people you care about are doing with their lives. It's okay to not see other people's stories or not stalk other people on Instagram. It is okay if your Insta feed is not looking good. I introspected a lot, and I suggest you guys follow this ritual at least once in the coming weeks. Just go 10 days off social media, and you're gonna come out a better person, a little bit enlightened, and a lot more focused. Bye.